When did your golden retriever friend finally snap? My friend Macy was 13 when she started sacrificing her own life to save her little sisters. Zada had aplastic anemia, meaning she needed extra blood, bone marrow, even organs. By 16, Macy had donated over 500 pints of blood, had corkscrews drilled into her for bone marrow 6 times, even gave Zada a kidney and 60% of her liver. At 18, she was down to 87 pounds, taking 23 pills a day to keep her remaining organs functioning. Her dream of motherhood was dead, her immune system was destroyed, and her bones fractured upon the slightest impact. But Zada was alive, thriving, and living the teenage life Macy gave up. 2 years later, Macy got diagnosed with lymphoma. Doctors said it was likely the extreme stress she put her body through. And yet, Macy didn't cry or didn't complain. All she asked for was one thing. When cancer patients finish their last treatment, they ring this brass bell in the main lobby. 3 rings to say you survived. Macy had watched dozens of people ring it. Their families would cry and cheer. She wanted that. For once, she wanted to be the one being celebrated for surviving. She texted the family group chat. June 15th, they let me ring the remission bell. Would mean the world if you could be there. Zada instantly responded with heart emojis. The whole family promised they'd be there. The morning of June 15th, Macy did her makeup for the first time in 2 years, and even styled what was left of her hair. During her final treatment, nurses kept asking how she was feeling. Amazing. My family's coming, she kept saying. They're all coming to see me ring the bell. At 2:45, Macy was sitting in the lobby watching the main entrance, her hands shaking from excitement. But at 3 p.m., there was nobody there. The bell coordinator asked if she was ready. Just 1 more minute, Macy said. They're probably just parking. At 3:05, Macy texted the group. Hey, I'm at the bell, waiting for you. Zada read it but gave no response. Macy called her and got nothing. She called mom and got the same, but her dad answered. Hey sweetie, what's up? Zada was laughing in the background. Dad, I'm at the hospital. The bell ceremony? There was a pause. Oh crap, honey, that's today. We threw Zada a college acceptance party. She got into Berkeley, full ride. Macy's legs gave out. She sat down hard on the lobby bench. Zada's party? Her voice was tiny. Yeah, it was a surprise thing. She wanted to celebrate getting into pre-med. You know, following in your footsteps. Helping people like you helped her. Then Zada shouted into the phone. Is that Macy? Tell her we'll celebrate with her later. Dad, Macy whispered. I'm at my last cancer treatment, the bell ceremony. I texted everyone. You all said you'd come. Oh honey, you know how bad I am with texts. Look, ring the bell and have someone video it. We'll watch it later. He hung up. The lobby was now full of other patients and families, all watching this girl in a yellow dress sitting alone. Macy stood up slowly and walked to the bell. She was supposed to ring it 3 times, but she rang it once. A few people clapped awkwardly, and that's when the tears started coming. Pamela, the head nurse who'd been with Macy every step of the way, ran over and pulled her into a hug. I gave her everything. I gave her my body, Macy cried. I can't have kids because of it. I gave her everything, and she couldn't give me 10 minutes. The next Sunday was their regular family dinner. Macy almost didn't go, but habit is hard to break. She walked in and everyone was still talking about Zada's Berkeley acceptance. Nobody mentioned the bell. Nobody asked about her final treatment. Nobody even said congratulations. Halfway through dinner, mom casually said, oh Macy, did you do your little bell thing? Macy set down her fork. My little bell thing? Yeah, at the hospital. Dad said you called during Zada's party about the bell? You mean the bell that means I beat cancer? The bell you didn't see me ring, Macy shrieked out. That's when Zada piped up like it was funny. Oh my god, Macy, you're so dramatic about everything. It's just a bell. It's not like ringing it changes anything. You still beat cancer either way. The room went quiet, and Macy looked around the table, at her parents who were already back to eating, at Zada who was suddenly on her phone replying to a text. You know what? Macy said, her voice steady and cold. You're right, Zada. It is just a bell. Just like how you getting into Berkeley is just an acceptance letter, just a piece of paper. Doesn't change anything, right? Zada rolled her eyes. God, why do you always have to make everything about you? We get it. You donated stuff. You had cancer. But the rest of us have lives too. I donated stuff? Macy stood up. I donated stuff? How about I donate your acceptance letter to the fireplace? She started marching to the framed acceptance letter. Full story on channel linked below.